Hey there, my name is Gloria, aka Laboom Like. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today, I'm jumping into a self-imposed sewing challenge. Let's get into it. So, like I said, today I'm going to be talking about a sewing challenge that I started at the beginning of this year. You will have heard of it in my 2023 Make 9 and Sewing Intentions video. But right now I am calling it the $50 sewing challenge. I will come up with a cool name for it at some point, but I cannot figure out one right now. And rather than postpone this video more and more and more, I'm just gonna bring it to you right now. I had to get it filmed. As you can see, it is a cloudy, overcast day. I'm trying to give you guys as much good lighting as I possibly can, but the sun doesn't want to agree with me. It looks like midnight and it's the middle of the afternoon out there. But anyways, about this sewing challenge, let me put details. I will pop details right here. I am doing a $50 sewing challenge. The rules that I have given myself are that I start the year with $50, and rather than adding each month to my sewing budget with how much I want to spend, what I'll do is either try to grow that $50 through sewing related activities. So that mostly right now is selling vintage patterns on my sewing Etsy. So I can grow my budget that way, and I can only take money for sewing from that seed budget or whatever grows from that seed budget. Yeah, that's basically it. What we're going to do right now is dive into what it looks like for the first part of January. I am staring at my computer screen and I'm going to pop up any relevant details right here. So, first things first, I started with $50 on January 1st, and I have a teeny tiny little Etsy shop, and I decided I should go ahead and just run an ad for a couple of days just so I can make a sale near the beginning of the year. Hopefully that would help me out, and it did. So I spent $5.63 on running an ad for like 2.5 days on Etsy. And because our Etsy fees, all of the items that I put up for sale totaled to about $2.80 of Etsy fees. You pay once every 3 months or so, 20 cents each. So took that away. But then what I was able to do was to sell one of my vintage patterns. So this is the pattern that sold. It's a gorgeous one. This one I almost kept for myself, but then I realized I think this will do really well in the Etsy shop. And obviously it did. It sold for actually $40 because of the cost of shipping internationally. And this is how much I had to take off because of all of the Etsy fees. That one kind of hurt, but it's okay because most of the cost was the cost of shipping, anyways, and a small amount for fees. But that ended up with me up after the cost of selling, the cost of shipping, the cost of listing, and the credit for selling the pattern. I am at $59.94. So I was really excited off of that. And what I decided to do was to buy one of the items that I needed to, which was some new rotary blades. I thought that I had found the plug because people were in online forums saying, if you want to save money on rotary blades, instead of buying the Fisker Olfa, the ones that are used and found in the sewing shops, go to a hardware store. I went to Harbor Freight and buy these generic carpet rotary cutter blades. They are the exact same size, they fit perfectly, and they're way cheaper. These were two blades for $2 total, whereas I think two blades at somewhere like Joann, even with the discount, would cost you about $7 or $8 with the discount. Um, so I was like, if these blades are nice, it's the plug. But then I got the blades. Let me actually go get them so you guys can see these. So these are the rotary blades from Harbor Freight. Oh, it looks so janky without the natural sunlight. But these are rotary blades from Harbor Freight. I have this open because I put one already in my rotary cutter. I was so excited for this. I was ready to buy a pack of 10, but they only had the packs of 2 there for $2. So I bought this, took it home. These are where I put my spent rotary blades. It's like the little case that comes with Fisker blades. I took out my dull blade, I put that thing in, and I went to cut some fabric, and I was just like, why doesn't this work correctly? It wouldn't cut through. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm just not putting enough pressure. The way I had to put my whole body weight on that rotary cutter just to cut and end up with some jagged pieces of fabric after, and big old dents in my self-healing cutting mat. I'm over here like, I shouldn't be pressing this much. Why is this brand new blade worse than the dull blade that I'm replacing it with? So I go back to some of these forums and I look a little deeper past just seeing the things that I wanted to see. And I'm realizing a lot of the people who like these blades are quilters. And I know quilters, if you're just using quilting cotton all the time, it's a lot thinner than a lot of garment construction fabrics. Even if I'm not doing heavy duty, even a simple knit like this is so much thicker than a quilting cotton. And then even with that, I'm realizing a lot of people are saying, actually, these are not the deal you think they are, because you might have a 50-50 chance of getting a really nice sharp blade fresh out of the pack. And with the ones that you can't use, it's not going to end up being that great of a deal. And I'm really disappointed about that. I'm a little sad, but at least I only spent $2.18 finding this lesson out. So that's all a long way to say, if you hear that people are using these rotary blades in their rotary cutters, proceed with caution. Know that you are taking a chance. And in my experience, those blades are not near as sharp as you need them to be for sewing. I am gonna have to budget really wisely because I still need new blades for my rotary cutter. And the other thing that I really need right now is tracing paper. I will buy a big roll of tracing paper maybe once. I think the last one I bought was 2 years ago. So that's nice that they last a long time, but it's also kind of a big ticket item for me. I'm not going to just buy like a 10-yard roll. I want to buy a 25, 30-yard roll, and that's going to be a good $25 or $30. Maybe I can figure out a way to get it for $15, $20 with my coupon, but that's a big chunk of my $50 right now, and I haven't made any other Etsy sales, and I only anticipate making about one per month because of how small my shop is. So those are the two things I need to budget for. Here is my balance right now. And then here are the things I'm looking to buy soon. This is how it's going. I will catch up with you guys. My goal is to try to catch up with you guys for the beginning and end of each month, but at least once a month to let you know how the $50 challenge is going. I think in my Make 9 and sewing resolutions video, I said I should make it to at least April. I really want to make it through the end of the year, but a lot of that is based off of how the selling patterns goes. But I have a good stash of patterns, and I have a good collection of fabrics. It's the sewing tools right now that's rough for me, and I do have one or two patterns just on my wish list. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, this is episode 1 of the $50 sewing challenge, or insert better name for this sewing challenge eventually. And I will catch you guys again in episode 2. Happy sewing. Peace.